When I recorded last year's message, I couldn't have imagined the public health emergency that was about to affect the entire globe. In January 2020, I wrote to IUPsyS national member in China to express the union's solidarity in respect of a new coronavirus affecting their citizens. Within 2 months, most regions of the world had been affected. COVID-19 knows no boundaries. It is unprecedented in the breadth of its spread, including in the Northern Hemisphere, as well as low and middle-income countries who are already affected by the severe disparities in resources and access to health. IUPsyS national members have risen to the challenge posed by the virus, offering psychological support and advice to individuals, groups and policymakers in their countries and regions. As part of our strategic plan and in response to COVID-19, IUPsyS utilised its global convening power to draw together information from national and regional associations so that others could benefit from their experience and share limited resources. These can be found on a dedicated web page on our website. The International Union of Psychological Science also conducted a global COVID-19 survey led by past President IUPsyS Cooper of countries across the world. The survey had a 75% national member response, and a short report of this will be published shortly, followed by a fuller report at a later date. It was with sadness that in 2020 reported the deaths of colleagues including Wayne H. Holtzman. Professor Holtzman was a committed and important member of IUPsyS Executive Committee, serving as Secretary General from 1972 to 1984 and President from 1984 to 1988. As past President Kurt Poilievre noted, Professor Holtzman was a devoted officer, diplomat and facilitator of international psychology. Our thoughts are with all who have lost friends, colleagues and family members in the last year. As the global body for psychology, IUPsyS has continued to collaborate with other international bodies such as the International Science Council, the World Health Organization and the United Nations. For example, on the International Science Council's Committee on Data, which is leading on representation of units of measurement and the importance of fair guiding principles to scientific data management and stewardship. A cornerstone of our official relations with the World Health Organization, led by Secretary General Anne Watts, has been the role we have played in the development of the 11th revision of International Classification of Diseases, Mental and Behavioural Disorders, known as ICD-11. A book dealing with the use of ICD-11 as a framework for psychological distress and diagnosis will be published in 2021. The fourth jointly funded APA-IUPsyS Global Mental Health Fellow, working directly with the WHO's Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse, Brandon Gray, from the University of Vermont in the USA, embarked on his 12-month fellowship in November 2020. It is vital that psychology and social sciences are represented on international science bodies, which have previously been dominated by the medical and natural sciences. This will ensure that decisions on, for example, the UN Sustainability Development Goals, the effects on humanity of and responses to COVID-19 and environmental warming include better psychosocial and behavioural understanding. Regional capacity building activity and support for national members has included activities in China, Russia and Europe, and meetings in Latin America, which informed the development of the Observatory of Latin American Psychology, OPAL, which is a collaborative project between IUPsyS and the Colombian College of Psychologists and the Colombian Association of Faculties of Psychology. OPAL is also drawing on the collaboration of our Latin American national members, and we look forward to its further development over the coming years. As the only international generic journal for psychology, the International Journal of Psychology has had a very active year, with a record of more than 800 submissions to the journal. This year we published a diverse range of psychological articles and focused special sections. Our call for papers earlier this year on a special issue on the psychological implications of COVID-19 drew more than 200 submissions, and we look forward to publishing the special issue in 2021. Given our mission to serve humanity, we would be remiss if we did not comment on major issues of inequity. Earlier this year, we noted our grave concern about racism in the USA and provided responses from some of our national members following the killing of African Americans and violent responses to peaceful protests. We also posted the International Science Council statement on combating systemic racism and other forms of discrimination, and we actively support the International Science Council in combating systemic racism and other forms of discrimination in science. After consultation with our Czech national member and our regional affiliate EFPA, who graciously rescheduled their Congress, our flagship 37th International Congress of Psychology was rescheduled to the 18th to the 23rd of July 2021 and renamed ICP 2020+. That's the 18th to the 23rd of July 2021. ICP 2020+ will take place in the beautiful and historic city of Prague, Czech Republic, organised around the theme Open Minds, Societies and the World. ICP 2020+ will provide an opportunity to share and interrogate scientific advances and issues of importance to our discipline in humanity. ICP 2020+ currently has approximately 8,000 accepted abstracts, and the deadline for new abstract submissions is the 18th of January 2021. Other important dates are registration for all presenters, which is March the 21st, 2021, and a second deadline for the reduced registration fee, which is the 1st of April 2021. The International Union of Psychological Science will hold its next assembly in Prague, during which elections for our Executive Committee, President-elect and Treasurer will take place. The past year has been unusual, and although many activities have been in a virtual fora, we have continued to implement our new strategic plan. Without the support of the Executive Committee and the national members and affiliates, it would not have been possible to achieve so much. I recorded this message in the week that the first vaccination against COVID-19 was administered. The development of COVID-19 vaccines in such a short time is extraordinary and a testament to the power of collaboration in science for public good. The International Union of Psychological Science has always and remains committed to collaboration, the effectiveness of which is supported by a wealth of psychological empirical evidence. Psychology is and should be at the forefront of human endeavour. In order to move forward, we must work collaboratively for public good and to serve humanity. Finally, on behalf of the Executive Committee, I wish you and your families, friends and colleagues a happy, healthy, peaceful and better 2021, and I look forward to seeing you all in person at ICP 2020+ in Prague in July 2021.